Okay, we're back. Resuming and perhaps even finishing this guy? I don't remember exactly what I wanted to do. I don't know if this is capturing well or working. I used to have... where did I have my reference for this guy? Oh, here. This is a smaller character from my Ergol project. It's going to appear just in a sort of a montage. It doesn't have like dialogue or anything. I don't know if I should try to do this. Kind of. What? Oh. How do I... okay. T and Shift D, so... is symmetry on? Yes. Battle for freaking symmetry. The age-old story with symmetry. I don't know if that's more of a frog sort of feature and less toad-like. I feel like toads have claws, really, and they don't have this cute sort of round tip of the fingers. But I wanted to try it. Not sure if... so weird. It was about time for me to bring back the art streams. I haven't done anything in... since like... I was going to say the beginning of March, but I think those streams were like gaming streams. I think I haven't done any art streams since February. I've done a lot of stuff for my daily challenge, but I didn't stream any of that. I don't... well, yeah, I do remember why. For a lot of reasons, I was so burnt out at that point. Is too strong? Should I lower the intensity or should I lower the size? Both? Yes. Yes, no. Just want to enhance that little crease a little bit. I don't know if it does it or not. Yes, it does. Did it improve at all? Make like a -1 to... well. Yes, I can, but it's... should probably do it with a bigger brush. And then try to... how do I straighten this a little bit? No. Is that way too... I don't really know if it's better or worse to the edge. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed at all today, because I wasn't ready for the gaming part. I'm not ready or too comfortable resuming the art thing right now, because it's weird how June caught me like unaware somehow. Unprepared, certainly. Is that too strong? Maybe I can softening. I guess I've been afraid of setting the category to art again. I didn't know who I could attract, maybe, after all that happened. Better or worse. I don't know if it makes it a bit too reptilian to make it this sharp. I wanted to, but I really wanted to get the Jurassic June thing started. But I want to do the bonus levels that I missed from Tomb Raider, but I haven't been able to find a way to play them because I didn't unlock them. But I know there's like either at Stella's or other places there are like save files that I can get. I don't want to re-soften it too much, but I feel like I sharpened it too much. Just wanted to enhance it a little bit and make it a bit more. I ended up softening the nose. Hey, oh, I didn't want that. That's not what I was trying to do, but... Okay, that's a bit much. I hate it when the nostrils look like they don't go anywhere, that they're like very superficial, but I don't want to make them super deep either. Wasn't really thinking of this guy in a while. I don't even remember what name I gave him. You know, I gave him like a sort of temporary name for the one VOD that one or two VODs that I uploaded or that I exported to YouTube working on him. I gave him some kind of name and I don't remember what it is. Again, he doesn't really have a dialogue, lines or anything, but I wanted to make... I didn't want to start a new character without finishing him, but I wanted to make... And I thought of perhaps trying to make it in my challenge, but for some reason I didn't. I wanted to make some kind of catfish character. Also for the montage. I'm getting cold. So cold. It's gonna be much colder tomorrow. Cold front is coming. Today is kind of the last semi-nice days that we're gonna have in a while, and it's already pretty cold. It's been cold for a while. This is the maximum division. Probably I should divide more. And how do I? Doesn't make any difference, I guess. This is way too intense. Can I lower it? That didn't do anything. Can I maybe... okay, not that much. Not in this size. Not this round. I have an actual alpha that's that actual shape that I need. An inverted teardrop or an actual teardrop, and I'll flip the thing around, but I really wanted to go back working on Ergol, but I guess in a way I wasn't ready. But it might take forever to be ready or to feel ready, so I might as well just try to go for it. Worst case scenario, I'll end up having something unusable, but at least I'm trying. Can I do like a crease from the inside, kind of accompanying this line here? Why is... Oops, no. My nose itches so much. I have to look into how to export different bots to different YouTube channels. Apparently you can basically just link one YouTube channel, but I heard people do it. I don't know if Phil does it. I think he just downloads VODs whenever he needs to upload something to his main channel, but maybe he just exports to Jameson. He rarely, I think, uploads stuff to his main channel from Twitch. I don't even know. In any case, I don't want to bother him with that. I can probably find some answer on Reddit or any other place. Saturdays sometimes used to be like good days for streaming. That's why I don't want to sort of completely give up on them, but sometimes I've had good Fridays, sometimes I've had great Saturdays, sometimes feels like it's all the same. Blip blop blip blop. Polish my features. Not do something. Okay, no, that was too much. No. Here we are at some point where I don't think I'm improving things. I think I'm only making them worse. That's the problem with sometimes overdoing things. Even when a lot of what I do ends up looking not too finished, but I don't know if there was anyone else. I had so much trouble trying to get this stream started that I couldn't even check if someone else was streaming or something. Well, someone else, of course, someone else is streaming, you know what I mean. A lot of people I follow is streaming. Who is streaming? Any friends? Full of art friends, but no PH friends, I think. I don't know if I should keep these fingers like this. I think they're very frog-like, and this is more of a toad. Question mark. Just in case I should. Just in case I change my mind, I'm gonna revert. I'm gonna save a copy with the reverted thing. I have hiccup. I'm kind of hungry. I had some burgers because I had nothing else in my fridge. Wasn't the most satisfying thing in the world. I mean, I like burgers, and these were some of my favorites that I rarely find them anymore in the local freaking supermarket. That's the problem, that I had this flat thing going on, and sorry, made the fingers kind of break the flatness of the bottom that I had. I don't want to force flatten them this, but I can try that and then soften the edges again. Because otherwise it's gonna be a bit of a problem. I have an idea for sort of a gag to do with this guy, but I already have something with the snail character. I don't want to make them all sort of I want to turn them all into a kind of joke. I had to have some storytelling, some extra little bits while we do this montage. I don't want it to be just filler, sort of. I think this one was more flattened than the rest, but worst case scenario I'll compensate it from the upside. It's too flat, let's turn off perspective. It's kind of the idea anyway, to be flat to the ground like that. I don't know if I should make this sort of folds a lot sharper now that I can. Now that I started using curve pinch, which I didn't before for some stupid reason. I wish I had kept the what is it called? The sub tools? No, the polygroups that are defined for this one. But I wish I had kept the original polygroups. But I didn't, and now it's kind of too late. I'm not gonna go back and re-weld the parts and re-remesh it, preserving the polygroups. That is something that I could have done. And only now I sort of appreciate it, because it's something that I did for the challenge for like pretty much the first time. I never paid too much attention to the polygroups. I never felt like they were much of a thing that I could use to my advantage, stupidly. if I should try to pinch this or... I try to watch some movies or something on the weekends. I'm not sure what we're watching. Possibly today I got The Dig with Ray Fiennes and Carey Mulligan. We might watch that. And if not, we might just end up watching some episode of Father Brown and Cook Presents and The Twilight Zone. That's the kind of thing that we watch when we need to watch something shorter. We have been watching the original Twilight Zone for a while. We've watched like 114 episodes by now. Out of 156, I think, of the original run. I don't even know if I should be sharpening these creases, but I like them sharper. I wish... It's one of the things that I used to do before that a lot of my creases ended up being bland and soft, and only now that I, for some reason, started using this brush tool. Is that gonna work? AEmilius. Okay, I have around a couple more hours to stream, but I don't know if I'm gonna use all the time that I have just because I have it. I'll be right back. this thing with the social work? I'm back, but I'm like eating a freaking cereal bar. What am I trying to do? Oh, this. No. I'm trying to remember what name I gave this guy. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. But there it is, the thing with the socials. Thought it wasn't visible. I put up the little rainbow flag. Might scare some people away, but it's better that way, I guess. Blip blop, blip blop, blip blop. What? I wish I could. Oh, I could mask this out if I had kept freaking polygroups, which I did not. Precisely what I was complaining about, that I wish I had understood later why it was useful. Why it was something that I could use to my advantage. There's so many movies and a couple of shows that I want to watch and catch up with, and I have so little time. I was going to make myself some kind of PNG tuber kind of thing. I tried with a thing that probably people are not gonna like because it's like a... I never said that I was back. I am back. I tried like an AI thing that obviously didn't really intend to use, but obviously I cannot draw myself. I cannot. All I can do is maybe like a style transfer of an actual photo something which is still going to be perceived AI-ish. Guess it kind of is and it isn't. Wish it was Sunday. I'd rather be watching Phil. I shouldn't say things like that. It's not that I'm loathing this, but really I was like unprepared. I kind of made myself to it, and it probably shows because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to play. Nothing was really ready or working or well, but just try to make it work. I don't know, I still don't know what to do with the gaming bots. Probably they don't really belong in my main YouTube channel. I don't want to make like a gaming bots channel that like separate, but do have a retro gaming channel that I actually even made its own Twitch account for it too, but I never streamed in that Twitch account. But I do have some YouTube videos in the YouTube channel that I might put these gaming bots in there. I might also just let them die within Twitch, but I don't know. I have this retro gaming page that I haven't made anything for in a while. I could upload those bits in there. Because this is all the content that I'm ever going to do in that department, I think. Or at least for now, I don't know if ever, but it's very tricky. I can't only spread myself so much. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to, not gonna have to, I want to, but speaking of, things that kind of monopolize my time, I'm gonna start working on my fill video for this year, which is basically just finishing last year's video that I had to abandon. The entire thing with my mom started around that point, and I was no longer in the mindset to try to be funny and try to be celebratory of anything. Even Phil. Soon I'm gonna start working on that, and I don't know when am I going to do anything else. I'm gonna keep streaming, I'm gonna keep prioritizing Jesus, actual Phil and his actual streams, but something I'm gonna have to put on hold, and it's probably going to be Ergol again. I really want to finish this video, even though it doesn't make much sense anymore. A lot of the references are going to be nonsensical and dated. It's an idea that I had for years, and again, I think even the very first year when we made our sort of community video, I had this idea, but of course I ended up doing the things that I did, and but I had this idea in the back burner all along, and I kept collecting material for it, thinking one day I'm gonna do it. And in December 22, when my laptop broke, I lost a lot of what I had collected for the video. But when the time came to make the 2023 video, I said I'm gonna do it anyway, I'm gonna find something. And I was working on it, and it had its moments, it had some good things, but I really didn't have the material that I originally had wanted. Because it was like from little clips and stuff that I might not be able to find anymore. A lot of clips were stuff that I clipped myself. I downloaded the clip and then I deleted it, so it's not even on Phil's channel anymore. It's something that I made for like a second to be able to download it, and then I deleted my own clip. Which I so regret right now. Obviously I didn't know something like that was going to happen, me losing everything that I had in my laptop. One of the worst things that ever happened to me computer wise, of all the computers that have broken down and everything that has happened to me. I'm getting viruses to getting all accounts hacked or God knows what. Me losing 2 terabytes of my things that I've done, things that I had downloaded, things that I had researched, not just for the Phil thing, but for everything. It was a catastrophe. And but I still I thought I could still do that video, and I started working on it, and I had some good stuff, I had some bullshit. Then my whole situation with my mom started. I was no longer in the right headspace for anything, and I couldn't finish it on time. But I kept telling myself, well, I'm gonna finish it for the Discord's anniversary, for the subathon. Not for the subathon. I wasn't assuming he was going to play it during the subathon, but for like the event, I was going to make it. And I couldn't make it, and then I thought, well, I'll do it for Christmas. I couldn't make it for Christmas, I couldn't make it for New Year's, I couldn't make it for anything. And I thought to myself, okay, this is gonna get lost, because there's no way that I'm going to just sit on this until next August comes along. And here we are. It's almost around the corner. I should start working on it certainly in July, maybe even in June, because I don't want to make the same mistake as ever, that even when I have like 2 full months, I don't really do all the work that I should do. What is that? Oh, Abigail Thorne is having her post-mortem stream talking about her latest video. And I had set like a reminder. I hope she'll keep it up so I can watch it after the fact, because right now, even if I wanted to, obviously I'm here, and my internet can't handle anything. Not even the stream. Can we do this with this? Do I have a higher? That's right. I could listen to some music, but between the problem of copyrights and shit, and the fact that playing some actual Spotify or anything would actually consume part of my bandwidth and my already low bandwidth, that even if it's for just audio and it's not the end of the world, it's just freaking Spotify. Whenever I play anything, I have to play it locally. Whenever I play any music. Where are we? What's the time? It's 4. I still have an hour and a half. That feels like a lot, but when I least expect it, it's gonna be over, and I'm not going to have done much of anything. Maybe I can increase this a little bit more. Could hide something. No. Could have done that first. Okay. Why won't you get in there? Probably inflate something here that has gotten sort of flattened a little bit. a weird thing to try to care much about this sort of anatomy when it's a sort of fantasy cartoony thing. What is she barking about? Or at? Or I don't know if the microphone can pick it up. I want it to be more smooth and then give it like a kind of a corrugated skin kind of texture and thing, but in the meantime I kind of wanted to be sort of smooth. I'm so cold. I turned on the electric thing, but tomorrow's gonna be so much worse. I feel bad for wasting electricity now. Not just wasting electricity for like just an environmental thing. Bill has gone up so horribly because it's no longer subsidized. Everything used to be subsidized by the government, and now not, so everything is on like sky high. Because we elected a 53-year-old edgelord boy who spends more time on Twitter than anything else. And he's cutting all sorts of spending because everything is communism, so let's destroy everything. Let's make it so nobody can afford anything anymore, because it was all artificial, it was all helped by the government. People shouldn't be able to afford that living at all. Because that's where we are. Is I don't know if I should try to paint it as a bit of a frog. A kind of yellow belly, green back kind of scheme. Should probably try to give it a kind of a tongue, but something kind of wonky here. That kind of thing, I hate that kind of thing. That's the problem with the three-dimensional thing, that sometimes something looks good from some angle and it's completely wonky from the side or the front or whatever. I'm sorry, oh. Like, what did I do? Ergol's It's still working. Oh. I should already go for Astrid next. She's really important. I've been kind of avoiding her because I don't know what to do in terms of anything. I'm gonna close Discord. It's distracting me and not doing anything for me. Don't remember if I have something else to post today to serve files. I think I don't. So urged with that. Some random page posts some shitty, obviously AI generated outpaint kind of thing with a weird kind of chair in the middle of a staircase because they use it to paint out the other person in the photograph to just leave Sarah in it, and they get like 150 likes. I bring real information of actual events, of things that people haven't seen in years, of whatever, and I get like 12. I'm so tired of working so much for nothing. I feel like this month I'm gonna just recycle a lot of last June's posts. I already started. I didn't make a new one for today's. The other day I worked so hard in photoshopping and enhancing and upscaling this photo that can't even be found anywhere anymore about this event that it wasn't even that long ago. It was 2003, but between Google being useless and how very much alive the internet is, you cannot find it anymore. I cannot find it anymore. I cannot find a better version. I cannot find anything. So I spent hours and hours improving on this photo, and it hardly got seen. Meanwhile, someone posts some AI stupid generated shit that doesn't even make sense with a pouch in the middle of a staircase, and that gets 150, 120 likes, and who knows how many views. So I'm putting that in the back burner for a little bit. I'm not abandoning it, I'm not quitting, I'm not editing, but I'm not trying that hard anymore. It's a complete waste. Or, in any case, I'm gonna start doing something that I always wanted to do and didn't dare to try because, ooh, no. What's gonna happen if I try something different? I always do different things. All of the other fan pages just post random shit apropos of nothing. I post actual information, actual anniversaries of things, actual data, actual good images that aren't been recycled 10,000 million times in all over the page, all over the web. It's for nothing. Why am I ranting about this? I don't even know, but I'm talking about what I'm doing this month. I feel like the Seraph Files is gonna be in the back burner. I'm trying to bring Ergol back, I'm trying to do Jurassic June here. I'm trying to do my own thing more. Seraph Files consumes so much of my time, and it's just that kind of work of love kind of thing that I do as far as I enjoy it, but when I'm not enjoying it so much now. So anywho, what are all these bots? I always feel like I should. I remember someone saying some were bad and you should. I don't know what to do with the eyes, if I can texture them or try to poly paint them or try to. At least this one guy doesn't look like he's smiling. So many times when I make like broad mouths, they end up looking like they smile. And it's very much not the intent. Yes. Christ. This is just mask, I'm not really doing anything, but it's just to give it a bit of a feel of what it could be like. Be more looking forward if I did it this way. Could be more forward, like here. Oh, but it still looks like weirdly sort of Stravic. Not necessarily a funny character, but should I adjust the freaking eye sockets for that? I don't know if just chatting is better than art. Is this even art? Jesus. Where is... okay. Probably it shouldn't have a tone like that. I don't know. Let's give it some kind of tone. what, what a face. What an expression. I don't know if it should have some kind of the hell am I trying to say? Actual eyelids probably should How do I... other side. Oh, I made it like way inside. That's kind of like it. Groups and publish by groups. Why is it so shapeless? Is the eye not really a sphere? Wonky. Can I... I don't know why is it so wonky. Is the eye really not a sphere? Oh. Yeah, it is. The spheroid. I don't know why that did that. Okay, I still have an hour. And I don't know if I should start sort of texturing this guy. Wishing all this time I would have done some renders and tried to make some animated shots, at least as a test or something. But of course I didn't really do much of anything in all this freaking time. This guy's, yeah. Anyone we know streaming? Communist, there's anywho. Yep. I wanted to do something on the back that no, not that. Clearly not that. Could be something like that, but really? What was that? This is pretty good. Why have I never used it? Not for this, but I've never used that one noise. Is there any of this that I can really use? It makes sense to use. Let's try one of these for. Oh. Oh. Back of it, but no. Something like this. And in the noise. Is it the noise tool here? Something else that I want to do is to update freaking ZBrush. I'm using a very old version, and there's a lot of great brushes that people use to make amazing things that I don't even have. What the hell is the noise thing? Group of it. Is it noise? It's surface. Why is it noises? Why is it noise here in the lightbox, but here is surface? No longer, I wasn't finding it. Something like that is probably not what I want, but I wanted to check out what it felt like as a texture. Can I sharpen the mask again so I can add? Wow, that really works. I can expand a little bit. The mask. Monday probably I'll bring back, or we'll continue some Jurassic June, ideally with something better planned than today's. I ended up starting too late because I kept trying to reduce the screen tearing that I was having in the emulation. And it was not working. What was the one that I used? Okay, that wasn't it. One of these. What was it? Was it this one? This one. 40. Is that something I could use? Is it something I want kind of in the head? The fading here. What the hell is that? I'm trying to invert mask here. I don't know if I should bring this texture so far, but forgot that I was supposed to keep an eye on the freaking neighbors. It's not even the neighbors. It's an old lady that has hired some people to come and do some cleaning. The other day they were just burning shit in her, like her barbecue thing, and some of my vines are kind of dry, and they have crawled into the actual sort of chimney of hers, and they caught on fire, and it was like a big fire on this side, and they didn't even give a shit. And here my backyard was on fire thanks to that. I was supposed to keep an eye on them and I forgot. I hope they're not burning the entire neighborhood. I hate when people like that come along, complete outsiders that don't give a shit. They're not even taking proper care of the old lady. They're taking away furniture and shit. She must be like in her 80s or something. Yeah, I guess if my mom's gonna be 73, she's very well in her 80s. They're taking her furniture, they're just taking stuff away. It's like they're looting her house with her still in it. Bringing neighbors are always a pain. I wish I could soften here as if it was like a poly paint. But way too soft. When finally my other neighbors to the other side finally stopped bringing people over, they had painters, they had bricklayers, they had this, they had that, they were remodeling the entire house. After the guy died from COVID, they suddenly started doing 10 million things to the house, and the whole time they had people getting into my backyard to work on their wall without asking for permissions, stampeding all over my plants and my whatever, throwing garbage in here. I hate it so much, so fucking unconsiderate. What? I honestly don't know if that works, but okay, that already looks like cracked ground or something. It's not what I was going for. So the other neighbors finally stopped busting my balls with all that shit, and now there's this with this old lady. Again, they're even taking her furniture. I don't know if maybe she's paying these people with her furniture? Or what the hell? They're like pretty much emptying the house, and she's right there in her wheelchair and with her walker, kind of. It's not like she doesn't know. But I don't know, it feels so weird. I'm gonna save this as a different version because this is kind of not undoable. I don't know, what did I do with that? I saw my own message and I thought it was someone in chat. What is this? Does this too? Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. Funny how it's like some sort of fractal thing. I don't know if better. Bitch. I don't know if that kind of crackle really does anything for the kind of thing that I should be going for. It is some kind of texture, alright, but something like this might be better, but it's too big. Where the fuck is the thing? Is it surface? Edit. Something like this. I don't know if it's a frog, if it's a toad, if it's what it is. If I apply it to the mesh now, and then I try to mask like the painting or something, I mask the peaks or the valleys or the whatever. How does that work? It would be really interesting to be able to enhance that kind of, those sort of volumes. Oh, I saved it before in the wrong, I saved it in miscellaneous. I feel like it's kind of a cheap trick. Use this kind of surface thingy. hate silence so much. Please. God damn it. Where is the bag masking thing? Masking. Auto masking. Black face mask. I always read that as black face mask. Let me apply this now. It's applied. What just happened? It went dark. I don't know if it's running. Am I still alive? Myself. I don't know if I wanted to smooth this out completely, but I didn't really like it with the texture, so I should actually try it. I should try to render it in Keyshot to see see what it looks like, because I'm like weirded out by oh no. Okay, well, I didn't realize it's gonna try to apply the noise. It's gonna be a very heavy mesh because it's gonna try to apply the noise to the legs, because I didn't make it into it. I didn't transfer it. It's gonna make it like a lot higher resolution than it is. Oh god, it's gonna crash probably. Yeah. To crash. Something. Maybe I should cancel this. Oof, that was close. Let's do that first, and now try to export. That's more like it. Where is it? Oh, it's still working on it. Air somewhere in my mouse that's bothering me. Okay. Yeah, I don't think if this texture is really working. TBH. It's like a weird dry crackalure that wouldn't be exactly what a toad would be like. It's not gonna be this color, but I'm trying to check out something that's kind of in the neighborhood of, to see what the overall effect could be like. Should be like dark green and not too saturated. There's something makes it kind of look like a chameleon, or like a more of a reptile than an amphibian. The whole thing made of crystal. Again, none of this is final. I'm just trying to see what it could look like. What's the time? Oh. Guess I don't have that much time today anyway, but it's not gonna be like this. I'm going to paint it, I'm going to add like more sort of texture and fold, but I was trying to see if these kind of thing was gonna work, but I don't know if it is. Probably shouldn't try to use a shortcut for texturing it like this. But I wanted to have some kind of foundation. If I apply that, I can still sort of soften it in some places. I still have kind of a rusty texture that if I were trying to... Did I say rusty? Well, you know what I mean. Some kind of rough texture that if I had to layer it on my own and make it by hand, I could never come up with something like this. But I should probably complement it with something else. This is too much of a procedural texture and nothing else. Stop. Again, it's not really gonna be like that, but to make a screen capture here. In any case, I'm happy of bringing back the art streams and the whole Ergol thing. And I was very unprepared for both, but I brought back, I kickstarted Jurassic June. I'm gonna be playing occasionally some other Jurassic Park themed games and maybe some non-Jurassic Park but very much adjacent, like Dino Crisis, for example, is one that I'm really looking forward to. Oh wait. Now I should save. Let's do like a fun sort of attempt of painting this, of coloring. Is there... Let's do like a really quick, really messy kind of thing. Just as a test, since I'm probably not going to be able to do much else. On today's stream I only have like... 20 more minutes or even less than that. So, do a bit of a quick test for what this kind of poly painting could look like. Without any actual texture, but just some very basic color. To see how the color does the job. Symmetry on. when I need it. Again, it's just a test. Okay, the bottom should be more like yellow anyway, so I want to extend the green part. The inside of the mouth I should detail, give it some kind of a palette. I think we are going to open his mouth. I always do this to like a basic sort of granulated texture for the, then I later soften it and layer different things, but I don't like giving anything like a completely flat color as a base, you know. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You know what, there's a stupid song stuck in my head. Song by someone whose work I don't even consume. Where the hell does that even come from? Okay, this is very messy, but now we're going to soften it a little bit or a lot. It already gives us a kind of marbly texture that's not this original granulated that I gave it, but it's not completely flat either, which was the whole point. I don't like flat colors. I don't like have a completely flat base, at least, you know. That's more what I meant. What I mean, I should have a sort of a gradient. It should have like a green, like a yellow belly, a green back. So maybe in the body it should have like a sort of gradient. What yellow is the kind of yellow that we want? Probably nothing too saturated. Just a real like a literal splash of color. Pretty messy. Here you try to break the seam, the symmetry at the seam. Okay, that bled where it shouldn't. I don't know if I should go to see if it's the neighbors that are doing something. Not even the neighbors, or those people. Other people. messy, very casual. Probably I should regreen the actual sort of feet, but I've taken it too far. Back to green. Let's here do the opposite and bring back some yellow to his folds. Again, this is just a first test of what shading could be like. I'm not really doing it for real or to keep this today, but since I'll have this in the stream soon, I wanted to do like a little color test. Just for like fun, for funsies. It's a bit too bright yellow, so bringing back some darker green in this darker area here. It's literal shading. This is a very rough thing, but it's again just for see what it could be like before the stream ends. And Less than 10 minutes. I just wanted to do like a quick color test. See also if the shapes works in the color that they should be, because a lot of the time you're happy with some sculpt and then you proceed to give it like some finishing, and what works in the flat material here in the workspace doesn't quite work as what it's meant to be and what it's meant to look like in the with like a final and more proper realistic color to the thing. I might save this paint job for the of it. Yeah, the whole point is to I save my granulated brush. Something like this. Where am I? Should have more of a texture overall. Necessarily everywhere, but let's just try this for the sake of this test today. Let's try transferring it. I'm gonna make a couple of screenshots here. And wow, time is up so quickly. Been kind of a long stream, but it feels like it's over now all of a sudden. Thing, trying to load materials. Is it not gonna work? Well. Make some quick render here just to save them something. And I don't know why it's doing this. Why is it still the red material? When here I changed completely. I think when I cancelled it, when it almost crashed and I cancelled it, I fucked it up. Well, anyway, this was kind of what it might look like, at least color-wise. It serves as a kind of a test. Yeah, this is not working because, again, it did it with the red color sort of foundation. Okay, that's very weird and very fleshy looking. Let's try to make quickly a render of this like this. It's not the correct values of anything, but it exported weird. Can't help it. It's a very weird look. But anyway. See if we can take a screenshot from here. It's not great, but it's not dreadful either. Not really what we were going for. But will do, and that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you anyone for lurking. Thank you Lucky if you're still around. Tomorrow is a Phil Jameson day, so I will not stream, but I will be back on Monday with some more Jurassic June, and we're going to try to take this guy a little bit more seriously. Today I wasn't really in the zone for this, but I really wanted to get it done. I really wanted to bring back the art streams, and I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I got Jurassic June started too. So thank you anyway. Either way. And see you on Monday, see you tomorrow at Phil's, see you around. Ergol's back, at least. That's a good thing. See you next time.